welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Now, before we get into the video, if you enjoy the video, why not like them? If you enjoy the content, why not subscribe button and cast step to stay with all my future content. Don't forget to bell, and if you also want to join my discussion, I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Out of the way, thank God. Let's get into the recap. In the last video, we ended up going to find out what this circus was, and seems like two merchants were having a fight again. Same ones that we broke up the previous night. Well, the previous night, or previous evening, whichever you want to say. And well, it got pretty weird. Pretty much an army got involved. That's pretty much it. And then we took on one of the side quests. And I think now it's time to figure out, well, get the statements from these merchants. So yeah, let's get straight into it. See you there. Okay, with everything out of the way, let's get into... To think I was excited to finally participate in the famous Celtic Crown Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me? You? I'm sorry. So you were to see me out like that? I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's immersed in a busy market, unable to do business. So, what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, we explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what had happened the previous night. You're investigating? That's right, and we really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose I can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing at least. You don't have to sound so... pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? The students are military academy, not exactly ace detectives. Ace Ventura, but detective. Oh God. Alrighty. That is true, but I'm still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your girls. Cooperating with us could be quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. Didn't. As soon as I made sure my store was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. Other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the store untended though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the store had already been destroyed and goods stolen? Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me actually. A bracelet? Okay. An accessory? Is this brand that's popular capital? Being a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to get the father. A word sounds almost like a different word. And I never just said the other word. Oops. Everybody knows what it is, guy. You could probably guess why I'm facepalm myself, because I know I can't tell if I just said it or not. I'm going to say this. To be in the father here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I tried to think just how much in one single night. A damned coward sabotaging my business. It is much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. It was so against the idea of taking turns sharing a spot with me. It must stall it together, I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my guns back, no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. You do know that if causing him more trouble, the professional army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know. But it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, risk my ghost back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, do everything we can. That much I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Try question the other one. Poor guy. Lost everything. So did you. I mean, something that the professional army said kinda did catch my eye. That it was like, It said that it was the same crime committed at the same time. How? How would it have been committed at the same time? Like, think about it. How could it have been committed at the same time? Wouldn't they have bumped into each other? Like, it doesn't make sense. And sure they would have heard each other. You know, destroying their souls. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of time? You're those kids on that military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. Basically ruined. And to be all over the professional army and that other damn merchant acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well at this scene. I have to blame him. But we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, we spend that he and his classmates will investigate the truth behind what happened the previous night. You're investigating this, mister? Yeah. Okay. So if you can say cooperate with us? Sure, why not? Again, I hope so. I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly full of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. That's if it comes from Saki and hear him out. So, about last night, timing actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after I did that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant, just got pissed drunk and minded at him all night. And you are certain of this? Positive. That's my friend if you don't believe me. Back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. Became very sober very quickly, as the whole store was in shambles. If that wasn't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. Impossible, surely they must have dropped at least one piece of food. So the goods that were stolen were all processed foods? That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon. Waffles have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all last night. That's why I went over to the food store to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he, of course, he smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his soul destroyed too? He must have done that himself. But I figured if he destroyed his own soul, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know, it's a bit excessive. It would have taken a lot of planning, and I don't think Heinz is that smart. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I lost so much money because of this. Why I just shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my clothes back, that could salvage enough to say a flow, but what fails at that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the fridge mom ain't bound to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I put into getting this far. This is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we're doing everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck though. That's all the two-faced sometimes come have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think even if it's responsible. Ding ding ding. I think you're correct. Both versions surely had adequate motive to tell himself a soul. The chance of both committing the same crime on the same night, and of course the path is virtually nil. And it's not impossible that they were just not out. They were just out to steal each other's merchandise. But to be fair, they do both have alibis, so except for one. That Hans guy didn't really have an alibi for during the night. He just left. The other merchant saw him leave, but he didn't really have an alibi for the rest of the night. Whereas Marco did, he was with another merchant, or drunk, all night. So, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have a... No fucking no. Hines' alibi was shit. How can you say that both of them have alibis for that night? He literally said, oh yeah, I just set up for the next morning and then I left. All the other merchants saw. What about German night though? He didn't have a bloody alibi there. Marco had an alibi for all night. He said he was with a friend. He was with another merchant. That makes sense. Now, yeah, sometimes, yeah, this person could actually be helping Marco. However, all you have to do is say something that you never told him. And Marco would have told him. And then it's like, oh. And also, another thing I noticed, one guy sells brands like bracelets and accessories and whatnot. The other guy sells processed foods. Two complete different stock. Why would Heinz want to steal processed food? What's he going to do with it? Nothing. He's going to do nothing with it. And same with Marco. Why would Marco sell accessories? He doesn't sell them. You need to actually, like, you have to have a brand image. And if Marco's brand image is about selling processed food that are made with local ingredients, why would he still start selling accessories? It wouldn't make sense. So what's he going to do with all these accessories? Fuck all. That should be obvious. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. You can't see either of those merchants being responsible for what happened. I agree with it. However, the thing about the alibis isn't true. I don't think it's neither of the merchants either, but do they have alibis? No. One had an alibi. The other does not. So we're going to have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where though? I mean, who could it possibly be? It is impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't. how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation that actually don't seem to make any sense. If we can work out the reason behind their strange behaviour, we can come one step closer to finding out the culprit. What do you mean? I'm talking about the man managing his wife. He does not make any sense. Why would he try to stop this fighting? Merchants in the market. None of them have alibis. No, it's provincial armor. The provincial armor. I'm going to think of trying to solve this crime. This guy happened to right under our noses. And that begs the question. Why not? Falcom said they refused to fulfill their role due to the tax issue. Which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in clause within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, it really doesn't make any sense. The measure was atrocious, but the fact is, they brought that dispute to an end, and I'm saying, they did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do everything, then the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. As we have no more ways, what do you say we go into the army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from that could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from me either. Let's head on over and see what we can find out. AP increase by 1. Yes, if you get it right first time, you get an AP increase. So again, I would say, in order to get like, I guess you could say the best rank, I think you can only miss out on like 10 AP. That's it. From what I remember in the game. So again, you do have to, how to put it, you have to make sure like you do not miss anything, and I mean this sincerely, you do not miss anything. So yeah, I do just want to admit that now, that it is very easy, I guess.
Right.
To not get the final rank. If you miss like 10 AP, you're kind of just screwed. Anywho, oh my god, I still can't go on to the West Celtic High Worth yet. Oh god. Hello, Provincial Army. I drew those soldiers from that military government, was it? What are you doing here? Tell me so. Well, I hope you might be able to help us with something. Could we ask you a few questions about things that occurred at the gun market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We are visiting this town on a field side to our false military cabinet, and we very appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. Great cover story, Laura. This seems like a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study. It could be most valuable to our education if you permit it. Alright, see here. I'll see what I can do. I am probably going to end up going at a very high pitch soon. It looks like I might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Law. In times like these, we need to make better use of our positions, and we'll confront us soon if we're willing to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. say more about it, what they don't say. Right. Yep, my voice got Irish great. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules list. So what do you want? And just make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll read them. Again, discuss the incident in the market this morning. Would you be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Oh, I'm not sure. You've got a big mouth for someone your age. And it seems rather odd to learn about how military work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, their number one priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord. Duke Alvarez. As members of the Provincial Army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against sales tax increase? So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the grand market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words however you want. We are soldiers. We follow our orders. That's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy expertise telling us how to do our jobs. This is nuts, doesn't it? Like a tiny shadow of shit. I was hoping we were able to get something out of them, but sure doesn't seem to like it anymore. So, is that the thing? I hope this has been enlightenment. Now, if you excuse me, I have a job to do. Now you're thinking, wait, would you mind answering just one more question? Elliot? Fine, ask it. Well, you have any idea what might have happened to the ghost Marco's had one? You know, the accession room? All he had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? That merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you all looking at me like that for? How do you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We'll discover what each of the merchants is sending to sell and shop cargo ourselves. Sir, we have our own ways of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Gotcha. Do you think the fact that they know what each of the merchants is selling means they did investigate the matter after all? The burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I doubt if there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. I agree. I expect they knew what each person was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though that would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke Alvarez must have issued permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records for something like that. But why would they bother? Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare? Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident in the market has been carefully planned out for a while. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting, so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically, to create a situation that couldn't be brought without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. That seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the Provincial Army has shown me no interest in actively working towards a solution, unless the Master Manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they wait for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually the men will get worn down enough that they feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was... oh god. That was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You make a fine... oh god, Jesus Christ. My thought is dying. You'd make a fine military strategist. Just go look at us all. So what we know is the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. This was carried out by members of the provincial army. That's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone in the army was to. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. Don't know why I just said that wrong. I tend to agree, really. Whoever the couples are, I doubt they're still in Celtic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a huge home of goods without them being bound. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escape by train. No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise will raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gone far. Maybe we should ask around on the main roads and see if anyone's starting to become more ordinary. Someone suspicious may be spotted leaving or even entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Come, let's resume our research. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. I wouldn't dream of it. Right now, oh my god. Oh really? Come on. Let me go over the West Celtic Highway and caught this beast. Lulu, are you okay? Look what man did to her. Is that the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu in the West exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep alongside the side of the street. A weird man? Sleep in the midst of a bustling town like this. Maybe he's dangerous, suggests he must possess formidable skill. Oh, he was just really drunk. That smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. If it was, I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps a distance from him. So there's nothing in this town. I'm not sure. Unless I seen around a few days ago. I never seen him before that. Really though. That sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. What the fuck? That sounds like a lead if ever I've heard one. Actually, that sounds like a lead. Sounds like I'm fucking up everything. That sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. Shooting in the middle of the day, trust the server, nobody knows it's not much, at least. Wow! There's only 700 of us there. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Someone look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. Now I have to go over to the west exit. Hello mate, how are you? Who are you? That's the better question. Also, before this conversation, let me just take a drink. Jesus Christ, my throat hurts. There we go, hydrate myself. Drink. Bring me another drink. Phew! This guy's freaks. How much does he put down? It's more than midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he's trouble pulling off a robber. Sir, are you alright? Okay, I'll be back home and be like... Oh, leave me alone. I'm just a good for nothing. He just lost his job. Looking at that nurture park. What's my whole half? Nurture park? You could have heard of it? The And I'm in a park just to the northwest of here. I used to be the park ranger for and then you lost your job? Yeah, I was over too. I gave a laugh to that job I did, and he just came and took it all from me. The damned official just showed him out of nowhere. He told me I was sad. You can't just take a man's life off him like that. It's not fair. The job of my life, mate. Laugh. Don't do some weird noises for him. Yes, we can see that. How about this sunrise? I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. That's a good show, buddy, and that's how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a bad job of me. Kids? I was tricking us to see. There's a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms. I'm walking out of town through the west exit. As it was, they were giving no bunch water boxes doing meals. Now, kiss these days are tired. Oh my god, my head actually hurts. You know, trying to do his voicing and like but I'm not being drunk is fucking hard. Oh, it's awful. You certainly could be nature park. I wouldn't have considered it, but a park would not have provided a large enough area if it's perfect. Yeah, they'd have no trouble starting them protected. What entrance? Difficult local, and no one's best thing for a very long time. And if a professional official was someone to tell him he was fired, that's business booking gun. Huh? Is this something useful or something? Well, I said, but if I helped you, why not buy me a drink? I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. It's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? But yeah, I'm not forgetting when I was speaking. Oh, my head actually hurt. I think it was because I was not breathing in. All I did was breathing out. So because I didn't get enough oxygen to my head, it hurt like hell. Oh. You know what I next up? So if we're prepared, let's head on out to the Nature Park. Right. Yeah, I'm not talking to you ever again. Fuck that. Never doing that again. Oh, the quest monster. Oh, it's over there. Fine one.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
No, don't move.
Right. Let's go.
I'm going left. Okay, what you said, hunting down a monster. I just thought I'm strong enough for this. Oh, whoops.
A worthy adversary.
Alright, let's do this!
Leave it to me!
Analyzing enemy attack. I can do this.
You have my thing.
Thanks.
Of course.
Ooh, it's on attack.
Go!
Oh. Ouch.
Alright!
Hang in there.
You have my thing.
Thanks.
Behold.
Right.
Sounding beat.
Give it up.
Why would you ever not make it so it goes on lava? Come on!
Go!
What's with this?
Turn to flame. Go.
I'll pick you up. Right.
It makes you like, let's think of a speed.
Give it up.
My turn. There. Now's our chance.
An opening.
There we go.
Right.
I don't get why this music is so intense for. It's just weird. We're down tonight.
Right. Turn to
Getting lower because I have the best shot at this,
I'll pick you up.
I'll be honest.
My turn. There.
Arcus activate.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm trying to skip a lot of stuff now because again to me it just
Of course. Hey. I'm sorry, everyone.
Really?
My turn.
Nice, Matt. Ow.
There.
I can't.
Even I'm looking at it surprised, like how.
Right. Shatter. Off guard.
Here we go.
Right here, you might want to fireball then, this guy. There we go. Dead.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Right, so everybody but Elisa turned to level 11. Nice.
Right.
All right. Not bad.
Yay, defeat the quest monster. So happy. Let's see you up. Yeah, I'm just gonna have. Ooh. I got pretty close, I'll be honest. Yeah, so the story event is up there. Let's see though. Did these guys witness anything? They literally live right next to our park. Gamiko's book I finished reading while cleaning the bookshelf. Can't be bothered getting rid of it, so here you go with it. You seem kinda busy right now, but give it a read later once you have time. Oh, thanks. It's closed for maintenance. You just say it's closed for maintenance. But that's not what we've been told. Lunavia Nature Park. Lunavia, say no.
Lunaria Nature Park, huh?
Lunavia.
It's less like a park and more like a forest.
Yeah, it really does feel a little out of place sitting smack dab in the middle of farmland as far as the eye can see.
Just saying, I'm glad that I don't have a voice acting anymore.
It may have had some religious significance in ages past. Perhaps it was a place where the animists of ancient times chose to enshrine the spirits of the forests. There's a place much like that in my hometown.
Yeah, there's one in mine too.
Really?
That park ranger made it sound like there would be people here.
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't there?
If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already?
No. They can easily just lock it up from the inside.
This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, well, nice.
It's...
Oh. an accessory that looks just like the one that belongs to Hangs.
A bracelet?
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Really, you have to ask that? I think it's pretty obvious what happened.
Just as I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
Just say his name, Hangs.
Really?
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person.
No. Lisa, do you have a hobby that you're not telling us?
Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends.
Well, yeah, I think Laura is definitely a woman who is a bit, you know, out of respect. I think she's kind of, I usually say she's more of a masculine. She's more of a tomboy, I would say. And that is what Laura is. I think she's more of a tomboy than she is anything else.
But there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
That the other accessories that the merchant was selling was come through this way. Something's in the forest.
It's extremely likely the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
It's not her.
It only opens from the inside.
Oh yeah.
I suppose that leaves us little choice.
Are you going to destroy it?
We're breaking entry now,
Will you be able to...
and also you're gonna make so much noise. That's intro. That the culprits are probably gonna run away.
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to...
Wait. I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Really?
Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I think right now you have to be more quiet than anything else, because you don't want them hearing, knowing you're there.
The 8 Leaves, One Blade School's 4th form. Autumn Leaf Cutter.
Huh?
Nice.
Seriously?
Wow! You cut it right in two!
Well, more than 2. Now it's in 3 pieces.
I did. Thankfully.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
Thanks, but I'm still more or less a beginner. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Oh, soon you'll be a master. Especially in this game, after we get a certain craft. Oh, we're gonna have fun with it.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
However, I think that's coming for next time. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.